There were 16 men on board. What could that possibly be like? 16 men aboard a smaller ship like this, a yacht, for how many months? 16 months?
Well, remember a couple of things about this. Number one, life on a ship was not all that much different than life on land for a very common person. The food that was available on the ship actually had greater caloric intake than would have been found with a common farmer who was on land. The people that were living off of the land back in Europe had the same lack of access to fresh fruits and vegetables and things of that nature that could result in nutritional diseases. People on land didn't take baths. In the 17th century, you just did not bathe at all, whether it was on a ship or on land. So a lot of things that we equate with shipboard life really were not all that different from what would have been a very common experience for people back then. Now, the crew that comprised a ship like this would be relatively rude in many respects, particularly in Hudson's case. What's most remarkable about the voyages that he undertook in terms of preparations for them was the fact that he made 4 amazing voyages in quick succession. So in a very short period of time, when there was no mass communications, he had to recruit, train, and muster an entire crew, provision the entire ship, put together all of his plans for sailing. That's a Herculean task even in this day and age. You talk to people that do transatlantic voyaging and they'll prepare sometimes for more than a year in advance to make a voyage across the Atlantic just in a small boat. So here's Hudson doing this one time right after another. And it does mean that he's just going to have to grab some people right off the docks wherever they may be, as well as a few loyal people that had sailed with him before and people that came from the Dutch East India Company. So the other thing that we need to keep in mind is that this vessel was the cutting edge of technology of its time frame. It would be as if we were flying in something like the space shuttle. And people would not have thought at all awkwardly about getting aboard this to make an ocean-going voyage because there was nothing finer than what we have here. And remember what its job was: commerce and fast communications. So in essence, you are on the internet of its day. The only difference is that the speed of transmission is a little slower. It was about 8 months to voyage from Amsterdam to Batavia in Indonesia.
It's a long time.
A long haul.